speaker for this morning. Dr. Anindhya Sircar had been Associate Vice President and Head of IP with Infosys Limited for over 5 years and was responsible for all IP activities of Infosys Limited and its subsidiaries. Prior to this, he was heading the IP department Biocon Group, a premier biotechnology company in Bangalore, India, and was instrumental in setting up the IP practices for the Biocon Group. Dr. Sircar has the unique distinction of 2 PhDs, one in science and the other in law. During his long professional involvement in IP, he has worked extensively in almost all fields of intellectual property and had spearheaded several acquisition programs, both in and out licensing of IP. He has figured in the Tax Witness Hall of Fame top 50 as a prominent player in the India's legal sector in 2010. He takes active participation in patent awareness programs and other programs involving search techniques for patent and commercial information. Besides, he is also a registered patent agent and certified IP evaluation analyst. Dr. Anindhya Sircar is a visiting faculty on IP at Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad, NC Banerjee Center for Intellectual Property Rights Studies, Hyderabad, National Law School of India University, Bangalore, RGSOIPL IIT Kharagpur, NAARM Hyderabad, PEXA Mumbai, IBAB Bangalore. He is also a member of the Expert Committee on Intellectual Property Rights of Karnataka Biodiversity Board. Currently, he is also a member of the editorial board of IP Asia, India Journal of Intellectual Property, and Environmental Law and Practice Review. He has been a resource person for numerous workshops and conferences on IP, and also a member of the CIA National Committee on Technology and IPR and National Committee of Intellectual Property Owners, FICCI IPR Committee. He is also an emeritus member of the advisory board of Dialogue Thomson UK. Let's welcome Dr. Anindhya Sircar.
Good morning, everybody. It feels great to be here today. Okay, and then at an occasion which is so apt in the business environment of not only this country but also overseas. Probably this is an apt time where a toolkit like this is getting launched. Although it's going to get launched maybe in half an hour's time, I had the privilege of going through the toolkit before. It's a wonderful piece, and I really thank IP Dome for coming out with such a user-friendly business approach for UK investors. Now, when we talk about that, let's first look at some of the statistics, some of the business stands as we are. Well, by now I pressed everything. Want it that way? So I have just tried to put down some of the statistics, some of the facts as we stand now on Indian UK trade. And you've already changed it, or have I changed it? So there's another point here. Once you are given a memento or a gift at the beginning of the session, you lose total interest on the session. The slides don't start moving. Yeah. See, the India-UK bilateral trade is now enormously close to 30 billion pounds. And this is both ways. If you look at the investment which has come in from UK, both in the form of products and services. Products, of course, is around around 8.5 billion pounds, and the service is around 3.25 pounds. UK happens to be the third largest investor in India. If you look at the FDI statistics, from 2010 onwards, UK happens to be the third largest investor. It follows Mauritius and Singapore. And the investments are in several spheres and several areas. Now, if I try to move on to the next slide, which gives us the top 10 goods which come to India from UK. There are ferrous metals, non-metallic materials, power generating, and the UK's main export have been in the services in three primary areas: travel, transport, and financial assets. Now, why do you think, there's an investment which is rolling in from UK in large numbers or in other countries in large numbers? It is primarily because we are also showing some signs of growth. And the growth is not only economic, the growth is on several other fronts, including IP. Now, if you look at the economic growth, okay, these are just a few numbers which makes us feel good and excited some of the time, because as per the IMF, the growth is around 7.3, which is quite a comparable number when you look at other developing countries. There has been huge potentials of further investment in manufacturing. And which areas? India is the third largest in the area of biotechnology. And the complaint which we keep on hearing, about the bureaucratic hurdles, the bureaucratic clearances, they are attempts which has led to largely uniforming and reducing some of those